आज मैं आपको सॉन्ग के साथ एक गेम भी खिलाऊंगी।
ये! पर मैम कौन सा वाला गेम खिलाओगे?
जिसमें मैं आपसे मजेदार पहेलियाँ पूछूंगी।
Intellect Meet 2022-23. All the guests who are present over here. Question mark. In each and every presentation, add a question mark. Why I don't know, I love it very much. No, I don't do that. Every child is unique. Every child is unique. Every child is unique. They are much smarter than we were at that age. However, children lack independence and respect. They need more than learning to read and write in this school. What is Montessori? In this presentation, I will give you some understanding about what Montessori really is. Before I start, I will introduce myself. My name is Anita Nirmal. I am the educator of Genius English Medium School. I am a creative teacher. I am in this field for last 15 years. And I have seen many teaching methods. So I have chosen this topic to give awareness about it. Who invented the Montessori? Maria Montessori has invented this. She was an Italian. She was a doctor, scientist and educator. Child-centered approach. Why is it that the child-centered approach? Because child is the main focus in Montessori. Child is the main focus where they learn through exploration and discovery. Now, what is Montessori? Montessori has three components. That is the philosophy, the environment, the teacher. It is the child-centered approach. You can see the image of the child. It has been kept in the center of these three components. Now, let I explain you all the components one by one. First is philosophy. Montessori philosophy says that the child is based on the Montessori's philosophy is based on the understanding of the child. So, children has the pattern of development. Children has released two internal aids to help this pattern of development. That is absorbent mind and sensitive period. Now go through the absorbent mind. Absorbent mind. Maria Montessori says that the child when born have no memory or no framework of knowledge. 0 to 6 years is the most crucial period or the most important period for the child to grow from unconscious to a conscious mind. 0 to 3 years is where the child absorbs from the environment unconsciously. But at the age of 3, the child develop his own personality consciously. Second is sensitive period. In the children between 0 to 6, have a sensitive for the following. First is order. Second, walking. Third, small object. Fourth, language. Fifth, refinement of sense. And sixth, social interest. I will give one example related to this six. If you have seen a child at the age of 1, he start walking. Sometimes he fell down and again he get up. The repetitive process the child is doing, get up and falling up and again get up. Because of this repetitive process, he then stand it properly. But if you are not giving that opportunity to the child, then later on it feels difficult for the child. One more, in Montessori, it has been said about philosophy that when the child is still a fetus in the womb, it is developing physically. So Maria Montessori says when the child is in the womb, it is a physical embryo. Activity time. You can see here I have taken this Montessori material. So in Montessori school, what they are teaching to these students, how to use it. Teacher have to guide these students what material, how the use of material have to be done. Now, first of all I want to ask, what is this? Sir, this all pink I have kept blocks. What is that? It has been told as pink tower. This I have taken from my school itself. This is known as pink tower. Right? Now the teacher will say that this is the largest one. You have to arrange in largest to small, and you have to make a tower. Now, how student is making this way? No. I am making like this, but the student, what teacher have to do? The object should be kept far. Student have to take that object, move on, and then they have to keep, but they have to hold like this and like this because it is heavy. And from that touching sense, they are knowing, the child is knowing how heavy the block is, and they are arranging like this. If I am taking like this, they are arranging. The child is knowing that the biggest one have to kept down and the smallest have to kept up. So I am doing like this. The children also do. Some children do like this. So what this? They are knowing from looking the visualization. Okay, the child look after the. This is not a perfect tower. Then the teacher guide the student how to make a tower in a proper sequence. One more thing I want to add on. What is this? Anyone? Yes. Spindle box, as I have told you. Okay. Now, when they are using a spindle box, the child here numbers are also given. Okay. So here 0 is there. 0 means nothing. So teacher have to hold the child hand and showing them 0 means nothing. 0 means nothing. And then 1. When this in spindle box, when spindle have to be put, the child have to take one by one. Why 1 by 1? Because that way the child should know it. How less and how, when it reach to 10 or 20, the child should know that how heavy the object is when and more the object is, the spindle is. Many schools implement Montessori. Why I have taken? Because this material is of Montessori. So many schools really they are a very good material, and schools are implementing that material, but they are not knowing how they have to be used, and that has been kept in one room and they are not using it all. Some teachers are not knowing the names of the material because I have taken the interviews at Anita. They are not knowing. Somewhere it has been misused or damaged, and sometimes if it has been used, then there is a chaos in the classroom and teachers are somewhere frustrated to make how to use of this. My next component is the environment. The prepared environment is an environment that allows maximum independent learning. exploration, responsibility and social interaction. You can see the image of the environment. Yes, it looks a beautiful environment. The environment is also known as prepared environment, and the teacher is the preparer of that environment. You can see the potted plant, a globe, how nicely it has been organized, and the teacher and the student have the freedom to move here and there and having a social interaction, working by their own choice. So this is the environment where the Montessori is. Okay, the environment is like that, the children like it and do the work freely. Now the environment has 6 essential components. That is freedom, means the child how to move freely and how to talk with each other freely. Second is structure and order. Whatever child is taking, whatever object they are taking, they have to place it again in the proper order. Third is reality and nature. It is based on reality and natural object rather than plastic. Fourth is community, means they have the social interaction and communication with each other. They have the freedom. Montessori material. The use of the Montessori material is very much, they are in practical base, so that is very much useful in that. Atmosphere and beauty. You have seen the environment image. You can see the atmosphere is very beautiful and pleasant. My last component is the teacher. The teacher, Montessori changed the role of the teacher. As in traditional school, teacher is taking a chalk or a marker and in front of the student she is a commander. But according to Montessori, teacher is a facilitator. She guides the student. She observes the student individually. What the student have the problem, where they are facing the problem, they guide all the things. In Montessori, the teacher role is called as directress. Why directress? Because the teacher directs the child. She shows the best way how to use the environment. So teacher is called a directress. You can see. Activity time. So please, what is this? Bits chain. This also I have taken from here only. This chain. Here we are what the student have to do. Student have to take out the bits and then they have to count it one by one. They have to put in this string, in this chain, counting and putting it in the chain. Now, one more thing, that is, all you are knowing, board, ladies, rolling rod. Okay, so why it has been kept in school? For the children, why they are making the clay activity in this, making a chapati, making a numbers, making all the things. Why? To develop this fine motor skill. And the walking, what we are using when tar making is there, that time they are doing the gross motor skill. Right? One more thing which is we are doing, that is this activity what the child is doing. The buttoning the shirt or buttoning. So Montessori has given this framework. Okay. So what in this you have seen up that button in that? In this, what is that? Why they are not given the small button? Because the child is not able to do so. Okay, so they have given big button. Right? One thing I want to share, when we give a spoon to the child of 1 year, they are holding the spoon like this. Okay? When they try the spoon, you have to give spoon every day. When they try to hold the spoon like this, a proper way, then the child writing is good. Then you are knowing the child is able to write. Okay? That I observe in my child, so I am saying you. These are the famous person who is from Montessori, George Clooney, actor, an actress, Julius Child, author and TV chef, Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, Beyond, a megastar, Larry Page, co-founder of Google. Jackie Kennedy, former first lady. CN Com, a rapper. Thomas Edison, as you are all knowing, inventor. Catherine Graham, owner of Washington. This is the question. I have taken awareness of survey form also. I have made them fill up. I individually go in the group of my building, my society. There also I went. I went to taking interviews. That also I am showing here. I taken. This is the awareness program. What I have did. In that I have asked the question: is to get the opportunity to send your child in Montessori. Are you agree? 85% say no, and 15% say yes. Is Montessori really good for children and the role of the teacher is easy? This is International Facebook Montessori Teacher. I have the Facebook group. 90% say yes and 10% say no. And the same question I asked to pre-primary teacher here in India. They are saying 60% yes, 13% yes, 60% no, and not agree at all. My conclusion: the philosophy helps you to understand the child. The prepared environment is crucial for the child to learning, but without teacher, the whole Montessori fail. These are the interview. I have taken interview of psychologist because somewhere Montessori is connected with psychology. I have taken interview of parent. She is the teacher of Greenwood, taking English subject. And this is a Montessori training. She has taken training from Montessori from Bhavnagar, and now she is library in Nirmal Convent. This I done a course of Allison, free courses there for Montessori. I got 80%. If I am scoring less than 80, then I am not getting a certificate. If you are paying 11,000, then only you are getting the whole certificate at your home place. This is the Montessori teacher group, where I joined and asked the question related to that. These are the free training I have taken from AMR and Sunshine Teacher Training. From last 6 months I am taking this training, and now currently I am in this process by paying. This is free also, and by paying because I am getting much more interest in that. So by paying I am doing, just currently I am doing this training.
Wonderful, madam. Like you've taken us to a wonderful journey of Montessori. Like your active presentation, the way clever method you are, it's really outstanding. Put your hands together for her. Excellent. Now your questions.
Interviews are there if you want to see.
You have taken the interviews and whatever you explained, I think it is sufficient here as a practice. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
हम स्कूल में ऐसा एटमॉस्फेयर हम करते थे बच्चों के लिए, और घर पे उसको प्रैक्टिस करवानी हो, घर पे हम कैसे करें?
There is a parenting Montessori is also there, where the parents have been given a training for that, for the same. You have seen one video in Facebook that 0 to 1 child is swimming, 1 year child is swimming in the water. That is foreign body. That is parenting Montessori, where the child get that training for swimming in the water. We Indian people are doing with our child, because that is a training what we will do to child.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You.
I'm not really sure if I caught it, but I think your survey said that many parents don't want to opt for Montessori.
Yeah.
My question is why? Did you do any follow up on that as to
Because
why?
they are depending upon the grades and rank. Here the Indian parents want the grades, rank and all the things. Okay? So that they are saying no. I have given much more awareness about that now. Montessori is good. Because in my society, much of the teachers also, they also help me. But somewhere they are saying no, we don't want. Because in the paper work is not there. Okay, practical based work is that there is no exam at all. Whatever exam is that is a practical base. So they deny it.
You said you're.
Yes.
Can I follow up? And you said you're very interested. I mean, you said that these are the trainings that you're taking now.
Yeah.
After getting this feedback from the parents, how are you going to go about spreading this awareness? I mean, this is your presentation and you are interested in it.
I want
But
to.
how would you?
Sir, in this school, in traditional school, if I'm here, I would like to help all the teachers whoever is teaching to a primary section. I want to teach really because when I ask the question to each and every teacher, they are not knowing the use of this. Truly, I'm saying whether it be other school or any other school, I have asked. They are not knowing the name also of this.
And Montessori is only for primary kids, or is there?
No, it was till 18 years.
Till 18.
Yeah.
Because you only
0
focused
to
on.
6.
You only focused on.
Because I have taken
Fair
training
enough.
for this.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, as you told that in this all these activities are on news. So when at what age the children are
After 6.
learning to write and
After
read?
6.
After 6
Yeah,
only.
because till 6 years, from age 2 to 6, they are sitting together.
But what about alphabets and how they
That
are
is
learning?
after 6, they have the material of alphabets and all. In Montessori material, alphabets is also there and pictures are also there.
So
And the objects are there. Suppose A for apple is there, they are putting the apples in front of the child and feel it, visualize, and then they start for linguistic skill and written.
but it is
Writing
not too
skill.
late according to you, means the age 6 years. After 6 years if the child is learning ABCD, then according to you is it okay that age bar?
My opinion, it's okay.
Because in today's
Because-
world, 3 years child is 3.5 years child is admitted to nursery and he is learning everything. So it will not be too late
Ma'am,
in Montessori course.
One question I want to say you. I answer. According to NEP policy, we have already have the policy that children till 6 years they don't have the written work or giving the homework or any. They have to be do with a practical based, activity based program and all the things, teaching.
But it is not about homework. It is about learning and reading, writing.
That also NEP policy has done this.
NCT is coming up with NCRT, rather, is coming up with the syllabus, punch course syllabus. They are going to introduce from 2023-24. These punch course are Anand course, An course, Man course, Nan course, Vignan course. These are the punch course. The NCRT is focusing and they have directed to like all the state, like in Gujarat, it is GCRT. So state-wise, they are like now guiding the states to introduce from 2023-24. It is a punch course like syllabus which is NCRT has developed based on the national education policy and which will be what helping this Montessori system to introduce at the primary level. Yes, Radha madam.
Ma'am, when we are constructing our building, we are more concentrating on the base. In the same way, for the student growth, the base is Montessori. So why in education system, the base is not given that much of priority or not importance? See, in our system, the higher grade teachers or higher grade students, they have been given more priority than the Montessori. Why you think like this? I wonder.
Ma'am,
Please. Base should be
what
given
is-
more priority. So
I'm
that
giving, look, as a teacher, I'm giving more priority to the practical life because I'm a creative teacher. I always use the practical life example to in front of student. Okay, and one thing I want to say that they are saying me, madam, you are very strict. And at Diwali, in Diwali vacation, they have written a letter. All the students have written a letter to me. Madam, you are Miss Sullivan. You are strict and you are very kind and you are teaching very well and I love you very much. I
Oh,
have that
excellent.
letter. I have kept all that letter and I'm crying that these students are loving me. But before that I'm thinking that I am very strict. Students are saying, but that time I realized that students really love me.
Ma'am, your question is different. What she asked that, like
But I am
why
using practical, like so. Most of the
she
time
is doing,
practical.
but see the Joshi sir, what he saying that like you should give the broader context that what the education system should do to give importance at the lower grades. This is what your question is. We are like civil dev is higher than high standard. If you go to any school, low standard fees will be less, and the teachers are also paid less. If you go to higher grades, teachers they are paying more, parents also they are paying more fees. It is absolutely different in India to go to certain developed countries. Not see when we see like foreign countries, does not mean that all the foreign countries are better than India. This is also what from the stage we need to clarify. That all the it's a foreign country they are like 1 year they like to develop the swimming pool. It's not foreign countries, certain developed countries. Many countries are there where they are not having swimming pools also.
So here in India, the world largest Montessori is there.
Yes.
That is in Lucknow. That is the world largest Montessori.
Excellent. So, ma'am, your questions you will answer later on. Yes, Bansi madam, we want to make you
An
active.
awareness program. Did you get any awareness before the survey? Before the forms you did, before that you did any awareness program? How Montessori is important.
Yes, I have
And
done
then
all.
my parents are not convinced and they are saying that Montessori don't require Montessori. The
They are
numbers should be
required.
reversed, right?
Yes.
After the awareness, parents should be more convinced that they want
But
Montessori for
we
their
are not
son.
needing that this Montessori method only. Because of the result, because of the practical, like this one, they want the result written, and they need means comparison of the student, child. Okay, nothing else is there. ભાઈ અમને ભણાવવાનું છે some parents is saying અમે ઘરનું કામ નથી કરાવવાનું ગુજરાતી સોરી हमें पढ़ाना है हमें ये सब करवाना नहीं है we don't have to sit the room especially for the child who is a boy child okay the parent is saying giving that answer like that.
Can you give me the perfect pronunciation of what you are seeing right now?
Ma'am, the boy child parent is saying
No, your presentation name I'm talking about.
Topic.
Presentation name. What is the topic name?
Montessori.
It's not Montessori.
Montessori.
It's Montessori.
Sorry.
Montessori.
Montessori.
That's okay.
Pronunciation Montessori.
Ah,
My S is missing.
it's fine. French teacher. There is French teacher. Also, yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, as you said that many teachers are also not aware about the tools.
Yeah.
Then how will you associate students with this tool? Because there are many students in the classroom that are least interested whether you give them colorful tools or not. So how you will associate the student with the tools?
Teacher duty is to guide them, sit with them, and she have to train the child. She have to observe what the child needs, right? And for that, they are getting the training for the same. That how you recognize the child, what they need.
But in a class of, for
Now,
example,
for the same, they are giving training. Montessori training has been given for the teacher. There is a training. What are doing that?
but you as a teacher, what you do to associate with the tools?
How you can keep the students engaged? This is what the question. When we have more number of students.
I sit with them, have a talk, and somewhere the child is crying also. I sit and make them laugh and saying the story somewhere. Okay, Montessori material story books is also given, which have the 3D image. And the story in story, so objects are also kept. Right? From that we can.
So last question from the audience.
Actually, I'm having two questions. First of all,
One question.
I want to ask that you took the survey. In your survey, that from where you took the survey, or from that group, as you said that.
Yes, Facebook group.
But if everybody is already enrolled in that group, then maybe all are most
Now, I have
will
taken
get answer they
awareness
are
survey.
positive.
Sir, I have taken awareness program and that survey form I have a written form.
And I want to know that from all the teachers were from which criteria? Maybe they all were enrolled in that Facebook group.
Yes.
Then they maybe the majority will get the answer, positive answer.
So I have taken two one is from pre-primary teacher, that also I have done, and one is from international Montessori teacher.
It's a little question. That in that also some of the teachers said no. Have you tried to find that reason that why teachers are saying no? If this is helping really.
Because sir, that I have already told in this presentation, somewhere because of this question only I have made this presentation. I have not taken from anywhere. From that, some teacher is saying that is much more frustrated. Okay, for the teacher. Somewhere the teachers are saying, not from our school, I have taken
No problem. You don't mind if it is wrong. That's from our
and
school.
teachers are saying that the children are crying, they are here, roaming here
If
and
they
there.
don't want to work more, that's why.
Yeah.
Your answer is like this.
Sir, if a trainer is there, if a teacher will train, then it be possible. Okay, possibility is not there at all. It's not. Okay.
Sir, it's all about ecosystem. What ecosystem we develop. See, individually a teacher cannot do. Individually a parent also cannot do. Overall, ecosystem should be developed. With the teachers, with the management, with the parents, with the society, everybody has to contribute. Everybody has to contribute. Sir, your question.
मैम फर्स्टली थैंक यू वेरी मच, आपने सबके अंदर जान भर दिया और ये सुन के हमको लगा कि मॉन्टेसरी जो है वो बड़ा ही इंटरेस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट है। एक आधा क्वेश्चन भी वहां से आया था और उसी को लीड अप करते हुए खाली मॉन्टेसरी छोटे बच्चों के लिए जरूरी नहीं है, बड़ों के लिए भी है। एंड थैंक यू सो मच, आपने बाकी प्रेजेंटेशन जो अभी तक नहीं किया है वो एक्टिविटी टाइम दिया। सो आई वुड लाइक टू गिव यू एन एक्टिविटी टाइम। 30 सेकेंड्स आपको मैं दूंगा सोचने के लिए। एक्टिविटी ये है कि वही चीज जो काफी लोग नहीं जानते हैं, दैट टावर, स्क्वायर टावर, क्यूब टावर, जो भी उसको टावर आप बोलोगे। राजकोट में म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन के चुनाव कैसे होते हैं, फिर दिस थिंग शुड नॉट कम, आपने हमको वही चीज सिखानी है और ये जनरल अवेयरनेस है। राजकोट में म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन के चुनाव कैसे होते हैं, उसके लिए कौन वोट करता है और जो चुनाव जीतता है वो क्या कहलाता है। सेम वे लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में कौन वोट करेगा, जीतने वाले को क्या बोलेंगे, लोकसभा में और राज्यसभा में, और फिर प्रेसिडेंट। ये चीज वैसे मैंने आपको वो इक्विपमेंट बता दिया। मोंटेसरी का कैच ही वही है कि कौन सा सब्जेक्ट बताने के लिए कौन सा विजुअल या ये एड का हम इस्तेमाल करेंगे। तो आधा काम मैंने आपका कर दिया है, आपने टावर यूज करना है। टावर को यूज करते हुए 30 सेकंड सोचिए और हम सब आपके स्टूडेंट हैं। ये स्टैंडर्ड 8 का सिविक्स का क्लास है और आपने हमको ये सिखाना है। इसके लिए आपके पास 2 मिनट। रिपीट करो, 5 चीजें, कॉर्पोरेशन, लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली, लोकसभा, राज्यसभा और प्रेसिडेंट। चलिए तो आप ट्राई करिए।
Just try. You can do this. See.
सबसे ज्यादा वोटर कहाँ होंगे, वो क्या कहलाएगा, ऐसे से। इसी में आपके आंसर्स भी है मैडम, मैंने आपको काफी कुछ बता भी दिया है ऑलरेडी। 4 ही है, 4 रखिए। सबसे नीचे जो आपके वार्ड लेवल का प्रतिनिधि है, सबसे नीचे जो वार्ड लेवल का प्रतिनिधि है उसको क्या बोलते हैं, कॉर्पोरेटर। कौन सा चुनाव लड़ता है वो, दिस इज फॉर एवरीबॉडी। टीचर को इसके लिए तैयार रहना पड़ेगा, प्रोग्राम चाहिए। और जो सर का वहां से क्वेश्चन था कि बाकी एज ग्रुप के लिए ले जा सकते हैं कि नहीं, ये ले जाना चाहिए, ये होना चाहिए। द एजुकेटर्स कैन गिव सम आइडियाज इनटू इट, ये बड़े आसानी से। अगर आपको किसी ने सिविक्स ऐसे पढ़ाया होता तो शायद आप ये कर पाए होते। इलेक्ट्रॉल कॉलेज और पता नहीं क्या क्या बोलते हैं, वो सारी चीजें इसमें आ जाती है। वो नहीं चलता ना, टीचर ये नहीं बोल सकते। बट अ गुड अटेम्प्ट आपने।
इसको बोलते हैं teaching tools. Basically, we hire this kind of things from the Montessori also.
Yes, sir. I have trained as a 0 to 6 year training I have taken, and in that I have learned about Pictar, and they are giving practical training to us. So I am doing. One more thing I want to add on. You have seen I have kept all these things down here on the desk. But in Montessori, they don't.
Montessori.
Sir, my S problem is there.
मैम वो भी एक प्रॉब्लम है, एस का प्रॉब्लम नहीं, आप टी ऐड कर रहे हो।
Montessori. Okay, sir. Montessori. In Montessori, what we clothes have been kept here according to the measurement, and when the children is sitting down, there also they have to take that. They have to roll the cloth and keep in the organizer. And again they have to take, when they are coming to school, they have to take by their own, and then they have to place. And that cloth is according to the students.
Great, ma'am. Excellent, ma'am. Put your hands together for her outstanding performance. Excellent.